Hi everyone, good day. Let's talk about solving some feed formulation problems for today. Now, we will not be focusing specifically on the on how to compute for the ration ng mga different components ng feed mo, but we will be focusing on some questions na possible na lumabas sa exam or possible na ma-encounter nyo. And then from there, I will run you through my thoughts on how to solve these problems. Don't worry, hindi naman ganun kahirap. Sometimes you just have to use some logic in order for you to solve it. So let's start with question number 1. Sabi sa tanong, how much CP or crude protein will a 50 kilogram soybean meal provide if it contains 48% crude protein? So what is the problem? We're looking at how much is the crude protein in terms of weight, right? So ilang kilo or ilang gramo, let's say, or ilang kilos, or what is the weight of the crude protein in a 50 kilogram soybean meal kapag 48% yung kanyang crude protein content. So the given is the weight of the soybean meal, which is 50 kilos, and the percent crude protein is 48%. So how are you going to solve that? We use this formula in order for us to determine the crude protein content in kilograms. That would be the weight of the soybean meal, which is this one, 50 kilos, multiplied by the crude protein percentage, which is 48%. So what is the weight of the soybean meal? The weight of the soybean meal is 50 kilos multiplied by the CP percentage, which is 48%. Now, to convert 48%, that would be 0.48 in decimal. So 50 kilos multiplied by 0.48, the answer would be, labas niyo yung calculator nyo, 50 times 0.48, the answer is 24 kilograms. 24 kilograms. So sa isang 50 kilogram na soybean meal na may 48% crude protein, ang weight ng crude protein na yon would be 24 kilos. Next question. See, parang similar lang to sa first one. So you can now predict yung thoughts ko on how to answer this. Sabi, 1 kilogram of corn with 8.5% CP is equivalent to how much CP? So we are looking again to how many grams or kilograms or what is the weight of your crude protein sa 1 kilogram corn. Now it is given na sa 1 kilogram of corn, you have a crude protein content of 8.5%. So to solve that, same formula, our CP content would equal to the weight of corn times the CP percentage. And what is the weight of corn? The weight of corn is 1 kilo multiplied by the CP percentage of 8.5%. Now, paano natin i-convert into decimal yan? Mag-add tayo ng 2 more zeros to its left. So that's 0.085, right? So 1 kilo times 0.085. Yan. Or 8.5, i-divide nyo lang sa 100, you will get the decimal or the decimal form of that percentage. So 1 kilogram times 0.085 would be, so any number that is multiplied by 1 is the number itself. So that's 0.085 kilos. Now, in terms of kilos, medyo hindi natin siya ma-visualize ng maayos. So, let's try to convert this into grams. How? We multiply the conversion of kilos. So, ang isang kilogram ay ilang gramo? We have 1,000 grams. So, we cancel the kilos here. We have 0.085 times 1,000, and that would be 85 grams. 85 grams po yan. Okay? So, what does this tells us? Sa isang kilogram na corn na may percent crude protein of 8.5%, that contains 85 grams of crude protein. Next question. A 100 kilogram ration is deficient in metabolizable energy, or ME, by 100 kcal. How much coconut oil, is needed? So that is the problem. Merong kulang. And we're looking at, in order to supply yung kulang na yon, ilang volume ng coconut oil yung ating kakailanganin. So the given is that there is a deficiency of 100 kcal. By the way, in terms of its definition, yung kcal dito is also known as, it is commonly known as calorie. Although ang technical term niya would be kilocalorie, which is bigger than calorie itself by 1,000 units. Right? So kcal is kilocalorie. Now, yun yung deficient. So kulang tayo ng 100 kilocalorie or kcal. And there is a coconut oil na idadagdag natin doon sa ration. And the primary kilocalorie provided by coconut oil is around 8,600 kilocalorie per kilogram. So sa isang kilo ng coconut oil, nakakapag-provide yan ng 8,600 kilocalorie. Okay, 8,600 kcal. So how are we going to solve yung kinakailangan nating coconut oil para matugunan yung kakulangan na 100 kilocalorie? So the first thing that we should do is to use this formula. So the amount of oil needed would be the energy deficiency. So ilan yung energy deficiency natin? That's 100 kilocalorie divided by the energy content of coconut oil per kilogram. So this one, the energy content here, this one is fixed, okay? So ang sinasabi sa research, ang coconut oil has an estimated kilocalorie per kilogram of 8,600. Kaya ako to provide. So that's something also that maybe you need to know kapag may mga ganitong question, ano ba yung kilocalorie nung ingredient na part nung diet. So in our case, since this is coconut oil, the kilocalorie is 8,600 kilocalorie per kilogram. So we use this formula. The energy deficiency, yung kulang, is 100 kcal or kilocalorie over the energy content of coconut oil per kilogram, which is 8,600 kilocalorie per kilogram. Para mag-cancel out yung dalawang kilocalorie na yan, we will now be left with the kilos of coconut oil na pwedeng tumugon doon sa kakulangan na 100 kilocalorie. So that's 100 divided by 8,600, and you get 0.012. 0.012 kilos. Let's convert this to grams para mas madaling intindihin. 0.012 kilos multiplied by 1,000 grams. Kasi 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. So the kilos here will cancel. We will now be left with 0.012 times 1,000 is 12 grams. That is now the answer in terms of grams. So kapag kulang ng 100 kilocalorie of metabolizable energy, yung iyong ration or yung pagkain ng hayop natin, at mayroon kang coconut oil, kailangan mong magdagdag ng 12 grams of coconut oil para matugunan yung kulang ng 100 kilocalorie. Yun yung sinasabi sa tanong na ito. Okay? Yun ang sinasabi ng sagot na ito. Next, a 100 kilogram ration is deficient in methionine. So yung ration mo na 100 kilos, kulang ng methionine by how much? By 0.25%. So remember, this is already in percentages. Huwag nyo na i-convert yan into percent. Baka ang gagawin nyo pa, 25%. Well, that's wrong already. This is already in percentages. So kulang siya ng 0.25%. Ibig sabihin, less than 1% yung kulang. Now, how much D-L-methionine is needed? Now, D-L-methionine is a supplement that is added to your feed ingredient in order to provide methionine. Now, you have to remember that your methionine, this cannot be synthesized in the animal's body. Right? So, dapat kinukuha niya yan sa kanyang diet. And specifically, ang methionine natin, it is synthetically produced in order to provide the methionine needed by the animal. Now, your DL-methionine though is only 90% concentrated. So, ibig sabihin, sa isang litro, let's say, ng methionine mo, 900 ml is pure methionine, whereas 100 ml, yun naman yung non-methionine substance, possible na water or whatever substance that is. So, the problem is asking us, ilang DL-methionine yung kailangan nating ilagay sa ration na to kung kulang ka ng 0.25% of methionine and you have a DL-methionine concentrate of 90%. So what is the formula that we will use? Well, first and foremost, let us convert yung kulang na 0.25% na methionine in terms of kilos. Now, how are we going to do that? We get the 0.25% and we multiplied it by 100 kilos. So kung i-convert mo itong 0.025% na to, ang nakakalabasan yan is 0.0025 times 100. So in terms of kilos, kulang ng methionine yung ration mo by 0.25 kilograms. So that's the first step. The second step, we are now going to use the amount of DL-methionine. We are now going to compute the amount of DL-methionine needed by getting the kilos of methionine needed here. So that's 0.25 kilos. And dividing it now by the purity or yung concentration ng iyong DL-methionine, which is 90%. So ilang kilos yung kailangan natin na methionine? Since kinonvert na natin, we need 0.25 kilos of methionine. I-divide natin ito sa 90%. And to convert 90%, you divide it by 100, that would be 0.9. And ilang kilos yung ating kailangan? 0.25 divided by 0.9, we have 0.28 kilos. Right? In terms of grams, 0.28 kilos multiplied by the conversion, ilang Ilang kilo ay ilang grams sa isang kilo? We have 1,000 grams. To cancel yung 2 grams na yan. So, 0. This should be 28. So, 0.28 times 1,000 is 280. 0.28 times 1,000. Tama. 200. Hindi. It's 28. Sorry. Times 1,000. Tama ako. It's 280 grams. Grams yan. So, ito na yung tamang sagot in terms of grams. So, kapag yung ration mo ay kulang ng 0.25% of methionine and you have a supplement which is a D-L-methionine na may 90% concentrate, para matugunan yung kakulangan na yan, kailangan mong magdagdag ng 280 grams or 0.28 kilograms of DL-methionine. How about for this question? A manufacturer recommends 5 kilos of vitamin premix per ton of feed. How much premix is added to 100 kilograms of feed? So here, gagamit tayo ng conversion. But let's start off with the problem. The problem is, ilang premix, so vitamins, that is a vitamin, ilang premix ang kailangang ilagay kapag mayroon kang 100 kilos of feed. And what are the given? There is a recommendation provided na sa bawat 1,000 kilos of feed, sa bawat 1,000 kilos of feed, kailangan mo ng 5 kilos of that vitamin. Now, ilan yung quantity ng feed mo? Yung quantity ng feed mo is 100 kilos of feed. So that's not the added premix. That is rather the quantity of your feed. So that's the quantity of feed. So the recommendation is for every 1,000 kilos, 5 kilos of premix. And since meron ka lang 100 kilos, ilang premix ngayon yung kailangan? So gagamit tayo dito ng ratio and proportion na formula. So ito yon. Ito yung recommended. 5 kilos of premix will be added to 1,000 kilograms of feed. So bakit 1,000 kilograms of feed? Yun yung 1 ton na sinasabi niya dito. 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. So for every 1,000 kilograms, kailangan mo maglagay ng 5 kilogram na premix. Is equal now to, ito yung hinahanap natin, ilang kilos of premix kaya for 100 kilogram of feed. So what we are going to do is to cross multiply. Okay? So i-cross multiply natin yan. So we now have here 5 kilograms of premix. Premix to, by the way. So 5 kilograms of premix. So just to be clear, multiplied by, so we cross multiply dito, 100 kilos of feed. So this is 100 kilos. This is your feed. Over, okay, this one. Okay, in order for us to derive the formula, ganito pala yung ginawa natin. So let's do it step by step. So since i-cross multiply natin sa kabilang equation, yung kabilang equation ay magmumukhang, yan, X kilogram of premix. So ilang kilograms of premix yan? X kilogram of premix multiplied by 1,000 kilogram of your feed. 1,000 kilogram of your feed. So since gusto nating palabasin itong X na to, i-divide natin both equation by 1,000 kilos. Okay? Para ito ay magka-cancel dyan. Tapos dito naman sa kabila, i-divide mo rin siya ng 1,000 kilos of feed. Okay? So since malalaman na natin yung kilos of feed here, so the kilos of feed unit here and the kilos of feed unit there will cancel out, matitira na ngayon yung kilos of premix natin. So the formula would be 5 kilos of premix multiplied by 100 over 1,000. So 5 times 100, 5 times 100 is 500, of course. 500 divided by 1,000. So you've got now 1/2 or 0.5 kilos. In terms of grams, ano ang conversion ng 0.5 kilos? Kalahati ng 1 kilo, that would be 500 grams. Okay? So kapag ang recommendation is 5 kilograms of vitamins per 1,000 kilos at mayroon ka lang 1,000 kilos of feed, ang kailangan mo lang idagdag po doon ay 0.5 kilos or 500 grams of that particular vitamin. And lastly, this question, how much soya meal and corn meal is needed for a 350 kilogram mixture containing 14% crude protein? Okay? So how much soya meal and corn meal is needed for a 350 kilograms mixture containing 14% crude protein? So in order for us to solve this, kailangan natin gumamit ng Pearson square method na tinatawag. Now, Pearson square method is simple and it is effective only when two feeds are being used. So, gusto nating hanapin yung ration ng soya meal and corn meal para makapag-produce tayo ng 14% CP if we are looking to make a 350 kilogram na pagkain for the animal. Now, in order for us to solve that, we use Pearson square method kasi effective yon kapag meron tayong two feed ingredients. And as you can see, meron tayong two feed ingredient. We have soya meal and we have corn meal. Now, how about kapag 3 or 4? Well, kapag 3 or 4, medyo gagamit na tayo dyan ng algebra. But for that particular topic, we will not be covering for this lecture. We will be covering it in another lecture, possibly in the future. So, we need to know, ano ba yung crude protein ng soya meal? Right? So, dinilagay ko na dito, on average, ang crude protein ng soya meal mo is around 44% crude protein. And ang crude protein naman ng iyong corn is 8.5% crude protein. Now, this might vary, okay? So, kapag tinanong kayo sa exam, possible na hindi ito yung gamitin niyang crude protein content. Malapit dyan, but possible na may variation. So, if that is given sa exam, then use that. Do not use itong aking assumptions on the average crude protein of soya meal and corn meal. The problem is, sa 350 kilos natin, so sa 350 kilos natin, ilang kilos of soya meal ang kailangang lahok at ilang kilos of corn meal ang lahok for that particular feed ration para makapag-produce tayo ng 14% crude protein. That's the problem. So we have the given. Ang target crude protein mo, ito yung tinatarget natin na laman dapat ng crude protein ng ating ration, which is 14%. Ang soya meal mo ay may crude protein na 44%, whereas ang corn meal mo naman ay may crude protein of 8.5%. So we're now going to use the Pearson square method. So how are you going to use the Pearson square method? Ilagay ko lang, meron ka ditong 350 kilos of feed. Okay. So you create a square, and in the middle of the square, ilalagay mo doon yung target crude protein. So our target crude protein is 14% crude protein. At one corner, ilalagay mo doon yung isang feed ingredient, which is in our case, inilagay ko yung soya meal. And ilan yung crude protein percent ng soya meal? That's 44%. On the other end, na opposite niya, sa baba niya, ilalagay natin yung another feed ingredient, which is cornmeal. And ilan ang crude protein ng cornmeal natin? That's 8.5%. Now, the next step is we are going to subtract one ingredient to the target para makuha yung parts ng ingredient. Right? So this one, we will subtract it diagonally, by the way. So unahin natin dito, cornmeal, 14%. So 14 minus 8.5. 14 minus 8.5, you now get 5.5 parts. Now, this 5.5 parts, is that a part of your cornmeal? No. Itong 5.5 parts na to, that would now be parts of soya meal. Okay? So, 5.5 parts of soya meal po yan. So, ganun din sa kabila. Ima-minus mo yan diagonally. So, that's 44 minus 14. 44 minus 14, you get 30. 30 parts. 30 parts of what? 30 parts of soya meal? No. That would be 30 parts now of corn meal. So, nakuha na natin yung parts ng dalawang feed ingredient natin. We now have to add to compute for the total parts. So, to add, that's 30. 30 plus 5.5. So, ang total na part na sa ating feed ration would be 35.5 parts. Okay. Now that we get these values, pwede na nating computein yung percentage na kailangan for soya meal and yung percentage na kailangan for corn meal. So, simulan natin yung percentage na kailangan for soya meal. Yung ilang parts yung soya meal natin? 5.5 parts. So, that's 5.5. I-divide natin sa total part na 35.5. Times 100. And how many percent is that? 5.5 divided by 35.5. Times 100. You get 15.49%. So 15.49%. Oh, how about for our cornmeal? So percentage of cornmeal, i-divide ko lang to. So percentage of cornmeal, ilan yung parts ng cornmeal? 30 parts. I-divide mo sa total part na 35.5. Times 100. And ilang percent po yan? 30 divided by 35.5 times 100. You get 84.51%. 84.51%. So since nakuha na natin yung percentage proportion ng iyong soya meal and corn meal, what we're going to do in order to find the kilos is to just multiply these values to our total kilos of feed, which is 350 kilos. So simulan natin sa soya meal. Ang proportion niya is 15.49%. So to convert that, lipat mo lang yan, dalawang zero. So meron kang 0.1549. So yan yung decimal niya. So that would be 0.1549 multiplied by, ilan yung total feed natin? 350 kilos. So 0.1549 multiplied by 350, you get 54.22 kilos. O next, yung ating cornmeal naman. Ang percentage proportion ng cornmeal mo is 84.51%. So in decimal, that would be, move natin ng ganyan, 0.8451. So the formula now would be 0.8451 multiplied by our total kilos of feed na 350 kilos. And the answer, 0.8451 multiplied by 350, you now get 295.79. The answer is 295. Wait lang. Purahin natin. I'm going to put the answer on medyo dito sa taas kasi wala na tayong space. 295.79 kilos. Okay? 295.79 kilos. So kapag ang target mo is 14% crude protein for your whole feed and kailangan mong gumawa ng total of 350 kilos of feed and you have two ingredients, soya meal and corn meal, with soya meal na may 44% crude protein and corn meal na may 8.5% crude protein, kailangan mo magdagdag ng soya meal na 54.22 kilos and kailangan mo magdagdag ng corn meal na 295.79 kilos. Now, question, Sir, bakit mas mataas yung soya meal? Mas mababa yung soya meal in terms of kilos. Well, mas mababa yung soya meal in terms of kilos kasi kung mapapansin nyo, sobrang taas ng kanyang crude protein content. So, kailangan mo ng konting soya meal lang para masatisfy yung target CP na 14%. Whereas kapag corn meal, napakababa ng kanyang crude protein. It's only at 8.5%. So, you need more corn meal than soya meal in order to compute or to complete the target of 14% crude protein.